So let's transition over though. We got NFL headlines, man. Aaron Rodgers finally signs plus more. So just some quick headlines we'll run through them, bro. Jair Alexander has been released from the Packers. That one kind of caught me by surprise, but you got to remember, man. T- time isn't real, bro. Like you'll look at, be like, what? He got cut? That dude's so young, and then he's like, oh, he's been in the league for 8 years, right? Like,
That age come quick, man.
yeah, the age come quick. And
Quick.
I'm pretty sure it was a salary cap thing, but if you were getting cut at cornerback, the team knows something about you. It's too valuable a position, especially a solid cornerback at times, a great cornerback. So I'll see what happens with that. Nick Chubb signed with the Texans. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That kind of broke my heart, dog. Like Nick Chubb is supposed to be a Hall of Famer, dog. Like injuries robbed him, injuries robbed us, and that kind of sucks, bro. That sucks. So, and it's just sad because I know what that is, dog. That we not finna see the Nick Chubb that I'm used to, bro. That
Nope.
we might see Ezekiel Elliott, man. We don't need to see that, dog. Just put my man in goal line, bro.
That boy gonna be
And
running stuck in the mud.
real talk. All right, and the NFL headlines for sure, man. So Aaron Rodgers finally signs. He finally signed with the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers. And my takeaway is this. I've never seen a Hall of Fame quarterback or just a Hall of Fame talent. Just I'm not matter of fact, quarterback is relevant to the conversation. Just I've never seen somebody who's been that important to the NFL for so long do something, sign with the team, and that shit had no motion. None. That shit had no motion, dog. Not a single person cared. It not a single person cared. Like Vegas didn't care. The odds did not move when he officially signed. Like now, granted, part of that was they already had it baked in that he was going to be a part of the team, so that's how they set the odds. But it really didn't move, and the reason why it didn't move is because ain't nobody went down and said, "Hey, bro, I'm finna go bet on the Steelers to do anything, bro." Nobody's cared.
Nobody.
Not a single person cared. Like we just was like, oh, he signed. I get cool. And again, that part of it is psychology. We were already expecting it to happen, so there's no shocking. It wasn't like we didn't hear about it for months. We didn't have that lead conversations on Sports Center and all of that first take for months. We were conditioned to accept that reality, but once it became a reality, it meant absolutely nothing. Nothing. So what?
As it should, Herbie, as it should, because like, let's be realistic here. One, we saw Aaron Rodgers with the Jets last season, which by all standards, he wasn't terrible. He wasn't bad. You look at his numbers. If you just looked at his numbers, you go, oh, he had a decent season. When you watch the games, there's one thing that is clearly evident, Herbie. Aaron Rodgers no longer has the impact that he has to win games. And that happens to every great player in every sport. Every great player, even if they put up good numbers, even if they put up numbers that look similar to numbers they used to have, the impact ain't the same. So
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers at this point, Herbie, and this is no disrespect to him, but fuck it, right? He's basically Russ. Like he is just Russ's replacement for the Steelers, Herbie. It's not like they got him and they're gonna be like if you ask me right now, if Aaron Rodgers being with the Steelers gives them a chance to win a division, you would have to tell me that Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow are hurt, Herbie. You'd have to tell me that they right? Like you'd have to tell me that they have the injury bug because the Steelers, at best, in my opinion, are the third best team in this division, right? And listen, the Bengals start slow every year, so they might get a jump. And I'm not trying to undermine what the Steelers represent, but we also got to think about this too. Mike Tomlin is both the best thing for the Steelers and the worst thing because he's such a good coach that he's known for never having a losing record. But guess what, Herbie? Well, you know what happens when you never have a losing record? Sometimes you're mediocre. Sometimes you're middle of the pack. And the Steelers haven't won a playoff game in I believe in about a decade, if not more. And you have to imagine they're never bad enough to draft a quarterback high up. Imagine they had to take a flyer on Kenny Pickett. Like, you know what I mean? And we all know now for sure that Kenny Pickett was not the pick,
A
but it just
terrible
goes.
pick, man.
It was a terrible pick. But when you look at what the Steelers are going to do. Yeah, will the defense likely be really good? Of course. They lost Pickens, so you wonder exactly, where they're going to get that production from. But ultimately, Herbie, I just don't know. I mean, signing Aaron Rodgers for them is just. I wonder if it's a last ditch move for Mike Tomlin, Herbie. I'm wondering, like, is
Of
he just
course, it
looking?
was a last dish move, and sorry to cut you off, but I want to get in. I want to interject this point. You damn right, it's a last dish move. You want to know why it's a last dish move, bro? Because it is, bro. Like this man was not their first. He wasn't their first option, bro. Like he wasn't their first option, dog. Report: Aaron Rodgers was third choice for Steelers after Matthew Stafford and Justin Fields.
Oh man. Wait,
Dog,
Justin Fields. Wait, so they Justin Fields is more of a choice, and he was there.
bruh. Allegedly, apparently, because they were trying to negotiate with Justin Fields to bring him back, and Justin Fields and again, I can't blame Justin Fields. Why would I go back to the place that told me, bruh, you not better than Russell Wilson, bro? Slap in the face, dog. Like I'm going and I'm pretty sure the Jets probably offered him more money. And I take it back. I know for a fact they offered him more money because I think the Steelers are offering him 2 for 10, and the Jets offered him 2 for 20, or 2 for something in that range, right? So don't quote me. The people in the comments are quick to correct the fuck out of us, dog. Thank you guys. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Watchful
But
eyes, man.
but
Watchful
I
eyes.
do know I do believe that the Jets offered him more money. But I probably wasn't gonna go back anyway, right? Like I went 4-2 and you told me nah. And granted, I watched film. He deserved to not be on that field. He was really limiting. So I 100% agree with the decision that Mike Tomlin ultimately had to make. But that's going to be in the back of your mind. That's kind of crazy. It's like y'all wanted him more than Aaron Rodgers. How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers? If the
Right.
guy you bench, you wanted him more.
Imagine Justin Fields said, "Man, wait, you're the wife asking me about an open marriage? Fuck you. Get out of here."
Yeah, so it's this is where he's at, man. This is what it is, bro. This is what it is, and
You know what, Herbie? I will say this. We got to watch Aaron Rodgers throughout his whole career. We got to see him in his
correct.
prime when he first started, and it's always what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for, and it's not ringing bells to me right now. But
Bittersweet.
yes, you said it right as it came. It's bittersweet to see someone who you got to watch their legend grow, and now we're watching the legend fade. And Aaron Rodgers, out of many of the guys that come to memory, his legend, like, certain guys got to ride off in the sunset. Like Peyton Manning won a title, rode off in the sunset. Tom Brady left New England. He won a title. He may not have won, his last 2 years, but he set out what he meant to do. Aaron Rodgers, Herbie, I think he wanted to have the Hollywood, Disney fucking happy ending that some of his other contemporaries had. And I just don't think I just think he's past that point. Unless he plays unless the Steelers or the 2015 Broncos, Herbie, to where Aaron Rodgers really doesn't have to do much, just be basic Aaron to win. I don't think he'll get that sunset ride that he's looking for.
Yeah, neither do I. Neither do I. So let's go ahead and piggyback off of that. Now, Rod, we were supposed to have a conversation about Teron Armstead. So, and I don't want to completely we're having conversations about quarterback. So what we'll do is this: we'll do our QB tier reveal for this week, and then we'll put that to the back. The Teron Armstead, the discussion
Works for
about
me.
that. All right, so Rod, you know what it is, man.
Yes,
It is
sir.
the fin out of water. QB Summer 2025, our first official, which is going to be something that we're going to do every single year. We're going to have QB tiers every single year. We're going to have QB related conversations. Well, not QB related conversations, but the QB tiers for sure. And then we're going to have conversations. But this year it is QB Summer 2025.